Hello everybody, Drew here, and today we are taking another look at AQ3D. It has been years since I've played this game. I pretty much got to max level at the time. Um, the second best in slot gear. The main best in slot gear was like marginally better, and it took forever to grind. I didn't see the point in it, so I don't worry about it. Um, but it's been a few years. They've added a lot. They've added PvP, player housing. Excuse you, sir. Um, More classes, more story, more areas. They've added quite a bit since I've been gone, so I'm definitely excited to take another look. Anyone who doesn't know what AQ3D, it is a cross-platform MMO that you can play on your mobile. It is extremely easy to run. If you have a very low-end computer, like super low-end computer, super low-end phone, I guarantee you could be able to run this game. Graphically, it's nothing that uh, is going to wow you, but because they went with a more cartoony look, to me it looks great still, even though how old it is. Um, they went with a very stylistic choice, very comic book esque, and as you can see, my character looks gnarly. And we could go around and see, the customization in this game. This is an adventure quest game. Like the customization in this game is insane. Look at this dude. This dude looks dope. That dude looks cool. They added fishing. It was another thing they added. I don't know if they added any other life skills. I know you can. I know this is a NPC, but you can get all this stuff. I've seen it. So yeah, the cosmetics are pretty much the driving factor. Making yourself look cool, as cool as you want. If we kind of take a look at the equipment here, you've got multiple different things that you can look at. The check mark means you're wearing them, and then this little mask means you're using it as a cosmetic. So, for example, this chest piece, the Keeper of the Basilisk Armor, if you preview it, it's the one that I'm wearing currently. But the actual armor piece I'm wearing is this leaf tunic, which, as you can see, looks really, really dumb. But all you do is you just click on it and you hit equip as cosmetic. Super easy. Not overly complicated. Another really, really neat thing about the game is the class system that they got. They got quite a few different classes, and one thing I look at in MMO is how many classes you got. And there's quite a bit here. We got the Warrior, Mage, Rogue, Healer, Guardian, Ranger, Dragon Slayer, Pirate, Paladin, Necromancer, Ninja, Moglomancer, Samurai, Berserker, and soon they're going to add Oracle. I know that has been in the works for a long time now, so I don't know when that's going to drop. Each class has a designated level. As you can see, I've hit 10, 10, 10. I hit 11 on Ranger, Dragon Slayer, I'm almost to 10, Paladin 12, and Moglomancer 12. And the levels are kind of important because as you start from 1 to 10, you unlock the abilities and then the upgrade to those abilities. And at level 10, you get a cross skill, which is a kind of a neat thing. You kind of want to get all the classes to 10 just to give yourself some flexibility. Because I have, my basic attack, my 3 skills, and my ult. But then you have a cross skill, and this can be switched. The Seismic Slam is the Warrior cross skill. The Rune Siphon is the Mages, and so on and so forth. So you get a class to 10, you get their cross skill, and you can use it on any class. I am using the Warrior currently, but if I wanted to use the Guardian's Provoke, I can. And now I get, another taunt. So there's not a ton of customization, but they do give you quite a few options, and that's a nice little, cherry on top. As far as, content, things to do, like I said, PvP is really good. There's like a battleground system. They did have like a MOBA system. I don't know if that's still in the game. If I figure that out, I'll put in the comments below. What's this one? Siege of Souls. Go to the battle hall. Special PvP rewards. Definitely. There's a lot of things you can grind for. It's a very grindy game, but that's fine. They had like a MOBA mode, but I don't know if that was event or not. Their events are actually pretty dang cool. They did have a Breaking Benjamin event a few years back, and it was like a live band. They were playing music. You were slaughtering things. You got cool cosmetics. It was great. They actually played the actual music, so that was cool too. Now the way you get the classes, I'll kind of show you this. So this is the samurai dude. Every class has an NPC. So we go samurai training. I can pick up the quest for it, which is I can exchange guardian tokens that I've got, and then I can also do this one right here, which I go to a dungeon. Usually takes 2 runs. Not too long. The dungeons you can blast through really quickly. I'm definitely wanting to grab those and that one, just so I can get the samurai. How close am I to him? I just finished this too. Cool. Classes, samurai. So now the class system, like I said, each class has a NPC you go to. You can do the quest for them. You get a certain amount of tokens a day. You can only do 1 class quest a day. So it is something that you have to work for. It takes about a week, maybe? I'd have to math that out. It takes about a week. You can, of course, unlock it with the premium currency if you want. But if you just wanted to go strictly free to play, you can grind them pretty quickly. And now that could be, a double-edged sword. Some people are like, I don't want to wait. I just want to get the class. When you first start the game, you will only have access to these 4. I don't think a healer should be on there, just for the fact that it's not a very good solo class. It's a fantastic class, don't get me wrong. You put this in a group, the whole group is going to go blasting through content. Great class. But it's just kind of one of those, as you're first leveling up, I don't know if, that would be the way to go, in my opinion. I think that would have been fine for being a tier 1. But all these tier 1s are things you have to grind for daily. And then the tier 2 usually requires a tier 1 to be at a certain level. I think Berserker required, I think it was Warrior. So anyways, go back up here. Like I said, PvP. There's guilds. That was a new thing they added. The player housing. It's just like pretty much any other player housing. You get an area, you get a house, you can craft, gather different furniture, lay it down. Mine's, I guess we can go to it, but there's nothing special here. I think I got a bed and a torch. Yeah. Pretty bare bones. I just finished the house quest not too long ago, so still figuring it out. Not as far as like story goes. You do have the main storyline that you can follow. You start with Death's Lair. You go through all of these different storylines. I'm actually trying to complete the Lolosa one because it's driving me nuts. They went back and finished Doomwood and then Lolosa. So like I just finished Doomwood the other day. Now I'm trying to get through Lolosa. And then I can go back to Sandsea Desert. I just feel weird having one that's not maxed out. So you see there's quite a bit of content here. It would definitely take you some time getting through those. Then we have the side stories. Westmere, I need to go back to finish. Isle of the Dead, I need to finish. Masquerade, I haven't started. So there's quite a few side quests that you can do. Daily quests. I don't know. PvP, of course. You could do a random dungeon. I'm not sure why you would want to do that. Maybe for XP reasons. I don't know if it's good XP or not. But yeah, so like, it's nothing like, it's not going to break your idea of an MMO, right? It's not like, oh, this is the next big thing. But it's a good MMO, right? In my opinion, especially that it's a mobile, right? I could sit on the toilet and do some dungeons. I can go to work, and if it's dead, I could play the game. The fact that it's on mobile to me is absolutely huge. So let's go to. I think I need to go back to. You know what? Let's actually just do that random dungeon, just to kind of show you the combats. What was that at? Adventures, random dungeon, go on adventure. Let's see where it takes me. Okay, so these scaled. These are scaled. Okay, so if we get some XP, I might as well work on Dragon Slayer. And then let's give myself a little self-heal. Let's see how this goes. So the way each class works... You're dead. So the way this class works is when I use abilities, if you look in the right bar, it fills up. Once it gets over 50, it goes yellow, and all these abilities will do something different. Every class, it's not just mashing buttons. Like, you can do that, but you're not going to be as effective. Like this ability will break defenses and guarantee a crit. This one will silence, and this one will cause a bleed if it's above the 50 mark. If it's not, then it just does the basic attack. So right here, this will crit. Boom, 777 damage. Pop it now, bleed. So as you can see, we'll put a little bleed on there. Throw my self-heal. Alright, we'll crit again. We got my ult, but we're gonna save it. We're just gonna build up. My ult, huge attack, but if I use it while, I shouldn't have used that ability, see I did it wrong. Press it. Yeah, I'm getting 0.3 XP. The fact that I'm actually seeing a number difference is kind of huge. Now, once you get to 10, I guess I should close this. There is somewhat of a reason to go over 10. You can. So at 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. You get all the way to 50, and you unlock the full outfit for that character, which is usually they're pretty cool. And then at 100, you get a title. God, that would take you forever to get to 100. Alright, let's go. Let's do this, finish it up real quick. So we're going to try to build up my determination, hit it for a crit, use 3 because I don't really need the silence. Boom, he's dead. Alright, so right here, I don't really need to make this a above 50 determination because it turns into an AoE, I don't really need that. So I'm just going to hit 3. I'm going to build up my 2 to defense break into ult. Huge damage. Huge damage. And I'm Dragon Slayer to actually do more damage to these guys, I think. You're dead. You're dead, sir. A little bleed. Chunk them down. Defense break and a bleed. Let's go. Yeah, this game does heal her right. I guess we can. I'll go over that real quick, just because I want to give him a shout out on the healing thing. It's for, like I said, mobile game. You only have a few abilities. There's only so much you can do. So every class has a passive. Pure Heart, ultimate spell charges 25% faster from healing damage to allies. Great, fantastic, because the ult is absolutely nuts on this character. This is just a basic attack, right? It does restore mana, which is nice because you use a lot of it. So your first ability here, concentrate your powers into a large heal for up to 5 allies. It pretty much puts like a cone, like a huge square in front of you, or like a rectangle. Anyone in that gets healed. Burst of Morale, you smack someone with it. 5 of you people get a damage buff. It's a pretty massive one too. Renew, applies up to 5 allies, puts a heal over time on them. And there's a certain amount of time that the heal will stay there. Each person you're healing will give you a kinship stack. Max kinship, I think it's 40. Don't quote me, but I think I've seen 40 being the highest I've seen it go. I don't know. I'm gonna go 40. And then at any point, you can recast it, and you'll do an unleash ability, and all your stacks will just turn into a huge single target hit on an enemy. And it is a huge burst of damage, the more kinship stacks. So it kind of gives you something to keep track of. Your ultimate gives everyone reduced cooldowns, increase the healing, refresh targets' current cooldown. Kind of nutty. I like to run, and this is the whole like mix and match cross skill thing. I like to run Wild Shout, which is a berserker skill, because it gives everyone haste. So I can give everyone haste, damage, reduce cooldowns, heal them. Like, I just turned into the support beast. Super dope. Now there's more than one support. There's the healer. Paladins also can be a healer. Moglomancer can also be a pretty damn good healer as well. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to brag on that. I just thought the way they did healing was pretty smart. Did not need a silence. I'm an idiot. Messed him up. Well, you got some HP on you, my guy. You're a little snowman that could, huh? Still, the Dragon Slayer does just silly damage. Was that it? Yeah, I got battle gems. I don't know what those are for, but I'm sure they're important. Anyways, that is, per se, combat. Each class, like I said, does have a little bit of a kind of how you would want to use them. Mage, kind of give you an example. You've got Fireball, Ice Spear, Lightning Storm. You can cast each skill 3 times. On the third one, it does something. So the third Fireball turns into an AoE, does a lot more damage. Ice Spear, you throw the third one, does some damage over time, slows them down. The Lightning Storm, you just cast, it's just a one-time thing, but it does hit the target multiple times. It stuns them, does a lot of damage. Meteor Shower. Alright, Rune Siphon. It's a DOT. Increased cast speed is the passive there. Pirate's got a little bit of an RNG factor going on. Paladin's pretty cool. You just got your basic skill, like single target attack. At a certain point, it does become a small AoE. Sanctify, you can put on yourself or an ally, and it puts like a holy aura around them that does damage and heals. Holy Shield, put on yourself or an ally. It absorbs damage, it reflects damage, and it gives the Paladin mana, which is really, really nice. Divine Judgment, AoE, damage, stunning, strengthening allies. Pretty dope. Holy Bolt is a common one you'll see on a lot of people. You just throw lightning, and it gives you a heal. So it kind of gives you a, like I was running there. Yeah, like you could run potions, or you can just run Holy Bolt. Necromancer, if you like summoning things, you can summon skeletons, little ones, big ones. We got some soul siphoning here to heal yourself. This is a defense break here. Honestly, a pretty good DPS. So I could go over here and go through all the different classes. I'm just kind of running through them real quick. But overall, graphically, like I said, game looks good. Plenty of content. Combat's not horrible. Questing sucks. I will say that. Questing literally just consists of you killing X things or clicking on Y. That's all the quests are. Once in a while, they'll throw a curveball in there, and it's nice to see that, but most of the stuff you're going to be doing is that. Let's see, I'm running up to almost 20 minutes on this video. So we got a daily boss. I guess we can take a look at this. The reason I really want to get Dragon Slayer to... Why did it take me here? This is not the daily boss area, is it? Maybe it is. Okay. This is the Sancy town. Threw me off. Yeah, we'll take the quest. I forgot what I was saying. Anywho. As you can see, there's plenty of players. It's definitely not an issue. Excuse me, sir. Oh my goodness. You got a lot of health for a little eel. Oh my god, I'm gonna get my butt kicked. Was that the boss? This is definitely group content. This is something I would run around like a healer or paladin with. Or, I'm just going to just end the video here in a minute. So you can just tons of cosmetics. Like I think that's like the huge thing with this game is just the cosmetics that you can get are so cool. Look at the scythe. Oh, never mind. But yeah, definitely worth checking out. Super. It works on low end computers. I've seen some reviews on it, and some of them were kind of give it the mid. Oh, she's back. And I can understand that approach for sure. But there's a reason so many people play this game, and it gets consistent updates every week. Always new events. Um, there was an event page. News? Here we go. This is a new event going on. The housing. There's a museum. I'll have to check that out. New Dage collection. Like, there's quite a Master All 13 class. Select a class to train with the Master and become the best. Okay, well, that's just kind of a general thing here. But I think this is the most common, the most recent stuff. I wonder if that museum's still open. I'll have to check that out. But yeah, they usually got, updates every week, which is super, super nice. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. It's going on over 20 minutes. I'm just rambling at this point. But definitely worth checking out. Oh, yeah, and one more thing. When it comes to, like, the shop, or, like, paying, like, what this premium currency is for, you can upgrade to a Guardian or a Dragon Guardian. The Guardian is the only class that is behind, like, a paywall. So yeah, there's that. Most of the, if not all of the permanent travel forms, which is like the mounts in the game, is locked behind those dragon crystals as well. But you could buy the cheap $20 pack. It is a membership, but as a one-time thing. You're not paying monthly for it. You'll get access to these travel forms. I got one too, buddy. You get a bunch of those currencies, so you can maybe pick up a class if you don't want to sit there and grind for it. But other than like buying the classes without having to do the daily thing, the only thing the dragon crystals are for, you can buy more bank slots and cosmetics. That's it. So, anyways, I just wanted to end there. But yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see AQ3D stuff, I actually wouldn't mind doing some videos on this. Maybe some class explanations. But yeah, just let me know in the comments below.